Well, good afternoon, and happy Tuesday, everyone. Today is Tuesday on June 14th, 2022. Happy full moon, strawberry full moon for that matter. I'm super excited to be here today to share some amazing insight with each and every one of you. But before I dive into the insight, I want to just do some housekeeping, make sure I am where I want to be streaming today. Streaming on a different platform, not on Twitter today. I'll share that later, but I am on my YouTube channel, obviously on my Facebook page, and also my business page today. So I'm going to just check in on YouTube first, make sure I am streaming there, and I am. I am indeed. Where the Sun and Mercury are both in Gemini. Just give me a sec. So if you are watching, viewing in on the YouTube channel, whether you're here live or on the replay, just go ahead and hit the thumbs up for me. And also, if you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe. And you might want to set that little bell so when I do go live, perhaps you could be here with me. All right. So I'm moving off of my YouTube channel and I'm going to move on to my business page first because I'm actually going to land on my personal page. I want to make sure I'm there. And I am. So anyone who's watching happens to be watching on my business page, again, comment below. Let me know that you are here. I'm going to just put hello to everybody when you are here. All right, so there I am. And now I'm going to jump over to my personal page. Oops, where did I go? My personal page. And there I am. Right on the personal page. Hello, Michael. How are you? And I'm just going to let some folks know that I am here. So give me a moment as I tune in and share it all out. I know that many of you are probably at work. Some of you might be on a lunch break. Who knows? Maybe you'll surprise me. And if you are able to get in and play, perfect. Now, please note that what I will be doing for those who are going to be watching is I will say hello, let you all know that I am connecting with you. Midway through, give me 1 second. Midway through, what do I mean by midway through? Meaning that I will check in by the time I get over the Virgo, because that's about midway through, that's the 6th zodiac sign. And then I'll say hello to anyone who is here watching with me live. But to keep things moving along, I'm going to try to keep myself focused and right along the line. So again, welcome. And again, today's topic is about the Sun and Mercury are both in Gemini season as we speak. As of today, right now, actually, as of yesterday, the 13th, Mercury moved out of Taurus and now is in Gemini. Well, funny enough, it actually started there when we started the Mercury retrograde. We're not in Mercury retrograde though, so thank goodness for that. And I also want to make a note that this is the last week, as of the 20th, this 19th, 20th, depending on where you are in the world. It's the last week of Gemini season. We will be moving into Cancer season as of the 19th or 20th of June. So this is the final week for those Geminis out there. So if you're a Gemini celebrating your birthday, happy. If you've had a birthday already, happy belated. So here's how tonight's going to go, or today's going to go. I'm going to be pulling cards. I'm going to pull 3 cards for each of the energies of Sun, Moon, and Rising. Also want to make a notation that we have 3 planets that are actually, excuse me, in their ruling signs. What does that mean by ruling signs? Every planet has a specific zodiac sign that rules it, and that means the energy is extremely comfortable when it's in its actual ruler. So in those 3 planets, just so in case you don't know, we have Venus, who is in Taurus, which is its ruler. Very comfortable there, all about relationships, our partnerships, our values, and a lot of boundaries might be taking place right now. There might be so many of us in the process of reviewing the boundaries that we have and also how we want to be more appreciated, be more respected. We want our clients to follow certain boundaries. We want friends and family to follow certain boundaries. And in that same concept, we are following certain boundaries. So that's our Venus Taurus energy. Lovely, lovely, powerful energy. Then we also have Mars in Aries. Now, I just want to step back. Taurus is an earth sign. So it does help us get grounded. And being grounded is very helpful when we are looking to set new boundaries and really fine tune our value. So now let's step into that Mars Aries energy. Mars is action. Aries is a fire sign, so very comfortable there. Aries is associated with the first house energy, so depending on where your Mars is on your chart will then determine on how much energy, how much action you're going to be required to take while Mars is in Aries. And when we think about Mercury, now in Gemini, its ruler, Gemini is associated with the third house energy, which is about how we communicate and how we network, technology as well, and planning out things, marketing, and connections. So with those three planets in its ruling sign, this energy that we have going on right now is to our advantage because it's going to make things a lot more easier than it's been in quite some time. When we talk about that Taurus Venus, which is that second house, it's about our relationships. So if we had to put those three pieces together before we dive into this card reading for all the zodiac signs, the three pieces telling a little story here. We have Venus, which is all about our relationships and really setting about new boundaries and values for ourselves, into that Mars Aries, which is about that first house self, and that's taking action. So we are really kicking in. We are really checking in with ourselves to see what boundaries, what new boundaries do we need to set up so things can move more easily with our clientele and family and friends. And then that Mercury third house energy is how can we communicate better? So it is really about communicating how we feel, communicating about our values, communicating because we want to be appreciated. Makes sense? I think so. So here's how this is going to work. Again, I'm going to be reading the zodiac signs, and I'm going to be doing 3 cards for each zodiac. So it's going to represent the sun, moon, and rising signs. So what I like you to do is I like you to know your sun, moon, and rising. And whatever the sun, moon, and rising sign is, you may very well have up to 9 cards that you could be working with. You can also apply these 3 cards into any of your planets as well. For example, when you have Venus on your chart, what zodiac sign is it on your chart? So for me, Venus is in Pisces. So when I'm reading the cards for Pisces, I'm going to also associate my Venus energy to that 3 cards. Then we have Mercury, and for me, it's in Aquarius. So of course, I'm going to associate Aquarius when I'm reading Aquarius cards. And then we also have Mars. For me, is in Aries, interesting enough. So for you, you want to take a look at your chart and see where those 3 specific planets are in your chart, what zodiac signs are in, but also the house that it's sitting in, because the house is what's actually going to give you really an interesting story to how each of these signs, how each of these planets are communicating with each other, and what the theme is for you. The 3 cards are going to help you really discover what you need to work on regarding your chakras, and also the numbers are associated with astrology, the collective energy, and also the numerology is going to provide a hidden message. The affirmation may help you raise your vibration, but also add to your story as well. Are we all ready to tune in? Let's start off with good old Aries energy. So when we think about Aries, again, if you have Aries in your sun, moon, or rising, this is going to be for you. If you have Aries in that Venus, Mercury, or even yeah, sure, I just lost my mind. Venus, Mercury, and also Mars energy. Sometimes it's just too much to remember. You can associate these 3 cards with that as well. So rather than me pulling, let's say, 5, 6 cards out, because that's a lot of cards, just keeping it to 3. All right, so this is for Aries. So if you have Aries, let's narrow it down to this way. If you have Aries anywhere on your natal chart, you can use these 3 cards to work with those energies. How about we do it that way? Makes it really simple. So my mission and goal here is to help you clear some energies, as I like to call it, release issues from your tissues. Those tissues would very well be associated with your chakra system. I'm looking to do this under 60 minutes. Let's see how well I go about this. So Aries, you have 3 cards. One's in reverse, and we're going to be working on the sacral energy, solar plex, and the crown. So here we have solar plex in reverse. Reverse cards just mean that we need to pay attention to the message, but we also want to really work on that solar plex energy so we can feel more secure in the conversations that you're going to be having in regards to realigning your boundaries. Like this might be a perfect time for you to write up a whole, as I like to call, a whole policy in regards to your clients, a new policy list of what you expect from your clients. So that creativity, using your creativity to tap into so you can feel more secure with the work that you are doing. After all, Aries, you are associated with the 3rd house energy right now. So that really is about getting out and communicating. It is also associated with Mercury's energy right now, that Gemini energy. And because this is the last week of Gemini season, this is a really great week to tap into your creativity. So your creativity can help you feel more confident with what it is you want to say regarding your boundaries, your relationships, what it is you need to say. 6-6, so appropriate, is 12, which is 3, right back down to what we were just talking about. That 3 energy is really highlighting that Mercury Gemini energy for you, Aries, in regards to socializing, networking, marketing. You may very well be in the midst of reshaping, reviewing, reinventing your whole marketing strategy. So that's what it is, solar plex energy. But you really want to work on this energy because you really want to clear up the solar plex so you can feel more secure when you're having these conversations. And then you can also step up in being more, feeling more worthy of whatever it is you are asking regarding business. Now, if you're having conversations with family members, same thing. You want to be more valued. You want to be more appreciated. You want to be more respected in any of the cases. Second card, forgiveness. Forgiveness. So again, when we talk about forgiveness, we're talking about communicating. So this is a time to forgive yourself and forgive those in any situations that need forgiving. 9-9. 9 is about surrendering and letting go. Let go of the things that burden you. That 9-9 is an 18, which works back to that 9 energy. Interesting when we talk about this full strawberry moon that we have, it's associated with the 9. It's Sagittarius energy. So again, another fire sign where we have Sagittarius as a fire sign. So this is really a great time for you, Aries, to get out there and take the action to feel vulnerable enough to have the conversation with self and with the other so you can move into forgiveness. Crown chakra here. So this is really about coming out of your ego and moving into your spiritual wisdom so you can feel good about yourself and start healing your journey. Love that card. Now, 3rd card for you, Aries, is about being fearless. Now, yeah, obviously, this is going to take a lot of being fearless. This is going to be about stepping out of your fears and moving into being fearless, moving into your power, moving into your strength, moving into your confidence. 7 and 8 is 6. This is your last week in that Gemini season to really utilize the 3rd house energy for you so you can start to heal whatever it is you need to heal, whether it's a family matter, a business matter, or even healing your own body, mind, and spirit. Sacral energy, that is all about the womb. That is all about the things you want to create. This is an amazing week for you to do some creative work and stepping into that so you can really start to reinvent who you are. Perfect time for that for you, Aries. After all, 3rd house energy, last week of Gemini season. So really use this energy to power up, market, reinvent, communicate, and forgive. But remember, this is your week to be fearless. You're not afraid of anything. All right, moving into Taurus. So yes, so you Taurus, you have Venus sitting right there with you. So this is definitely a great week, a great time where Venus is in Taurus. It's a ruler's house. And it's all about your 2nd house energy during this Gemini season, where it is about your relationships. And most importantly, the relationship you have with self. Relationship you have with self is very important. Quite interesting on the cards that are just popping up. And I did shuffle. So when we talk about, sometimes the cards could repeat themselves. So if you happen to be in the Aries, Taurus, somewhere along the line in your chart, know that two of these cards are going to repeat themselves. So we have two cards in reverse, one upright. We're looking at the sacral, solar plex, and high heart. So let's start out with sacral energy. We just came from this card. It's in reverse. So for you, Taurus, it's very important to work on that sacral energy. Let go of the judgment towards any of your relationship, especially with yourself. Most important. And as you do, you will begin to heal. That's 6, 7, and 8 is 6 energy. This is really about healing. The entire year, for that matter, is about healing, nurturing, and scheduling time for health, fitness, and wellness. And as you begin to heal more, you'll feel you'll move more into being fearless rather than afraid of everything. So let go of judgment, shame, guilt, and blame. Cards in reverse. So this is a powerful week for you to really do that. Horn in on those 3 planets that are in their homes and really use that energy to help you really adapt and clear out whatever it is you need to heal from your partnerships, your relationships. Second card, clarity. Clarity. This is a great week with this full moon's energy where you can definitely gain some clarity. Sit under the moon's energy. And as you sit under the moon's energy, literally talk to the moon. In fact, the other day I'd taken a picture of the moon, and there were literally 2 little eyes on the moon. It looked like a cute little face. So it's an opportunity for you to recognize that the full moon can listen to you, and it will help you clear out those fears that you may be carrying, so you can gain the clarity you're looking for, so you can feel more compassionate to self. 2 and 9 is 11. So when we think about that 11 energy, in numerology, it's a master number. So this is really about healing the relationship with yourself. After all, you're in your second house, and it's associated with Taurus. So this is a perfect opportunity for you to utilize this energy this week. The full moon's energy, those 3 planets in its ruler sign, powerful, powerful time for you. Also, we have that 11 energy associated with that Aquarius retrograde in Saturn, which is helping to restructure everything for you. So perfect time. Third card in reverse, 66 and creativity. So 6 is that 12, which is 3. So using this final week of Gemini season to help you gain the confidence, the ability, the security, and recognizing the unlimited possibilities you do have, and allowing yourself to be in your creative space as much as you can. So the more creative you are, the more clarity you're going to gain. Did you know that by dancing and listening to the music, you don't have to do it at the same time, you can if you want, taps into your creativity, it helps you to move into a higher vibration so you can be fearless. Love that, love that. Recognize that 6 again. Energy for the entire year, and the energy that we're in currently in the month of June. So the month of June allows you to heal as well and really tap into your mind, body, and spirit, healing family matters and healing the matters with your body as well. Love that for Taurus. All right, we're moving into Gemini. All right, so for those who are celebrating birthdays in Gemini, happy birthday. This is all about you, recognizing that this is the one and only week that we have both the Sun and Mercury in Gemini right now. We had, again, one and only week, because I believe when we were in, Mercury was in Gemini in the beginning. We were not in Gemini season just yet. We were still in Taurus. So now that we are back, Mercury's back into Gemini, its ruling sign. This is a very powerful week for you, a week for communication, communicating with self, reinventing who you are. After all, it's your birthday month. So let's see what cards you have to work with today. Okay, glad the cards are different than they were before. Thank God on that. So for you Geminis, what we're looking here, all 3 of your cards are upright. We are looking at sacral energy, solar plex, which seems to be very popular for the first 3 signs so far, and also the root chakra. So, Geminis, this is your week. Get out there, socialize a new relationship. a new relationship that you're going to be embarking on. After all, Mercury is in Gemini right now. We have Mars and Aries. We have Venus and Taurus. So, hey, the possibilities are endless when it comes to this energy we have going on. You could be creating a new relationship where you're meeting new friends. Lots of fun stuff going on for you. You could be having a new relationship with yourself, and you can also be creating a new relationship with people you already know because all your vibrations are shifting. 2 and 8 is 10. So this is the work that you came here to do. This week, you're going to be emphasizing more on that spiritual work that you came here to do, moving right up until Gemini season ends. Very important to stay grounded while doing this and really focus in. Focus in on those new friends coming in, focusing on those new relationships, the new way you see the people that are in your life currently. Love that. Second card is powerful, recognizing how powerful you really are, trusting that you're very powerful, and be in that power. Use this amazing energy this week to like feel secure in your power. So when you walk into a room, the entire room can feel that power. So use that to your advantage. 4-4, that 4 energy is about your foundation. The foundation that you are building with your own body, where you feel more secure, more on fire, more confident, and more empowering. That's your foundation you're building that you want to put out there. After all, you're creating a new relationship with yourself, and you're going to be attracting new relationships as well because of the fact that you have this more confident aura about yourself. 4-4 is 8. So this is associated with that 8th house energy, which is about letting go of the old version of you, transforming into this new version of you. After all, it is your birthday month. So allow yourself to really step into your solar plex. Feel really confident in your solar plex. Allow that confidence to show up and show out. Third card, being that it is your birthday month, completion. So you have completed a cycle. Obviously, you're in your birthday month. You're reinventing yourself. You have completed a cycle, a chapter has ended, and you're about to start a new chapter. The number 9, very much associated with the strawberry full moon that we have. So this full moon is going to help you really let go. So if there's anything that you've been contemplating on releasing, the full moon can definitely help you to do that. All you have to do is ask the full moon to help you let it all out. One of the things, or some of the things you might be letting go of in that sacral energy, is perhaps the judgment, shame, guilt, or blame that you carry. That's some heavy weight to be carrying. Let it all go, release it out, and then you step into that space of confidence, power, strength for that matter as well. So really powerful. Use that full moon to help you, because as you do, those new relationships will definitely come in. And I'm loving the order of our cards, just noticing it now. We have 8, 9, and 10. So that's for you, Gemini. So that's letting you know that everything is perfect order. If I would have just said that, that would have been enough. I didn't need to say anything more. Letting you know that you Gemini, it's your birthday month, birthday season, everything's in perfect order, 8, 9, and 10, perfect order setting. Love that for Geminis. Once again, happy birthday. All right, we're moving into Cancer. So Cancer, you guys are in your 12th house energy, almost moving into your first house. It's the last week of Gemini season, and then we're going to be in that Cancer season. And remember, for those of you who are just tuning in, remember, if you are looking at your personal natal chart, you can look at all the planets to see what planets have Cancer in it. And this is going to be associated with that, specifically Sun, Moon, and Rising sign as well. And those 3 planets that are literally in their ruling signs right now, which again are Venus and Taurus, Mars and Aries, and Mercury and Gemini. Where are they on your chart and what house? Because that gives you the theme to what this energy is helping you with. So Cancer, let's see what's in store for you. What do you guys need to work on this week? All right, so Cancer. Quite interesting. All 3 of your cards are in reverse. Shall we just throw them back in the pile and forget it? No, we will not do that. Remember that reverse cards just means you really need to pay attention to the message, and you really want to work on the chakras that are associated with these cards. So we're looking at the sacral, the heart, and the crown. So our very first card, marriage, in reverse. So when we think about this Venus-Taurus energy, that is about our relationships. It is about how we value ourselves, how we want to be valued by the other. Now, the marriage card could be could be associated with the traditional marriage, but could also be associated with, how you are married to somebody else in a friendship. And perhaps with all the energy that's been in the Venus Taurus energy, this might be a time that you might be looking to let some things go in regards to setting up some new boundaries, wanting to be seen differently, wanting to be appreciated, wanting to even be heard differently when you think about it. 8 and 8 is 16, which is 7. So that 8 energy associated with that Scorpio, which is all about letting go of the old things that no longer work for you, whether it's a traditional marriage or a friendship, or the things you are married to, such as habits, patterns, beliefs, and programming. Now, that 8th house is associated with Scorpio, but ruled by Pluto. Pluto right now is in retrograde in Capricorn, and Pluto helps us to destroy what no longer serves. So it is actually helping. So if you are in this space right now where you are trying to evaluate your marriage again, traditionally, or even what you're married to, this is a great time to be doing that. Step out of your ego and allow you to be led through your spiritual wisdom. And if you're not quite sure, use this amazing full moon to help you. Sit quietly. That 7 energy is really about going within and reflecting on what works and what doesn't. So remember the cards in reverse. Second card also in reverse is about faith. Because you may be in contemplation right now. You might be over evaluating everything, which then means you're not trusting. So this is a reminder to bring yourself back into faith, recognizing that whatever you might be experiencing right now, whether you are holding on to habits, beliefs, or programmings, maybe it's time to really evaluate and say, does this really work for me? Or can I let it go? And trust that whatever direction you choose to go is the right direction for you. 5 and 6 is 11. 11 is associated with the fact that you are working on healing relationships from a much higher level, which is all about your spiritual wisdom, not your ego. So drop into your heart and start to allow yourself to move into that space of just seeing things from an unconditional perspective as opposed to a condition. There should be no conditions to anything. Love unconditionally and everything will be fine. Trust and have faith. Third card. Cancer, this is definitely all about relationships. Okay, our third card is about that Queen and King, your partner. Your partner. Now, if you don't have a partner, we all have partners. We have a partner with ourselves. So if you don't have a significant other, you're not in a relationship, this is now about your partnership with self, Queen and King. If you are in a relationship, obviously it's about you and your partner. So it can go either way. So recognizing that Queen and King, feminine and masculine energy, also about the judgment, the shame, the guilt, the blame. What are you holding on to that at this very moment, it's time to let it go? This is your time. You're in your 12th house energy. Before you move into your birthday season, this is your time to tie up those loose ends and allow that Chu, which is associated with that Venus Taurus energy, to really help you set your values and really get super, super clear to how you want to be appreciated, how you want to show up, and what you would like from your partner. And again, if you are not in a traditional relationship, meaning you're not married, you're not in a relationship, this is about yourself. This is about self. So it's really about letting go of what you're married to, the old habits, beliefs, and programming, and let go of judgment, shame, guilt, and blame, and have faith that everything is going to work out. This is really about the relationship you have with yourself and one other. So it could be a relationship with a spouse, it could be a relationship with a parent, a child, a sibling, or a friend as well. It can go so many different directions, and it could be all of the above. So pay attention to that. All right, Leos. Leo, you're in your 11th house energy right now. So this is really about getting out and into your community, socializing, networking, and using these energies, using the Gemini season to help you network, communicate, and what boundaries is showing up for you. Let me go get the card that just flew out the deck, so excuse me while I run away. All right. Wasn't so bad about running away. So the first card just flew out the deck. We'll be using that. So asking yourself, how can you use this amazing energy to help you communicate. What do you need to say? What do you want to share with others? Maybe you're in the midst of meeting new people and you want to make sure they treat you right and you want to be treated correctly. All right, so Gemini, not Geminis, Leos. Leos, two of your three cards are in reverse. We are looking at the root, solar plex, and high heart. First card, old soul. So because you are out there socializing, you might very well bump into an old friend. It could be an old friend, it could be an old fling, it could be an old relationship. Either way, could very well be bumping into an old friend. Let's see what comes from that. Now understand, if hypothetically Mercury was in retrograde, I would actually be saying to you, this is not the time to go back to that relationship. But Mercury's not in retrograde, so you never know what that's going to bring for you. However, the number 2 and 6 is 8, which means this is really about letting go, having that conversation. If an old friend shows up, having a conversation and allowing yourself to speak in reference to whatever it is you want to share with them. Letting go of the old version of you, letting go of the grudges, letting go of the things that might have prevented the two from being together. So you can transform. And if it's meant for the two of you to be back in that relationship, who knows? Sometimes we part ways to come back because we needed that time away from each other so we can transform and become the version that we're supposed to be so we can reconnect. So think of it that way. Major transformation. Trust your intuition, though. Trust your intuition. Use these 3 planets and their ruling signs. Venus associated with Taurus, helping that relationship and setting those values and boundaries. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Mars and Aries, it's going to give you the fire to take action. So you're not just going to settle for the same thing you settled for before. And then, of course, that Mercury in Gemini is going to help you communicate. You're going to be able to express yourself and really share what it is you really want from that relationship. And it could be the fact that maybe you're just getting together to exchange some words, maybe an apology, whatever it may be. But remember, there's a transformation there. Second one, or in reverse, it's about being a leader. So what this tells me here is that you need to take the first step. You need to take the initiative. You need to be the one to embrace the situation. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean it's related to that old friend. This could be something totally different, but it means that you're the one that's going to be taking the initiative. Now you're socializing. You're out there communicating, networking. So perhaps there's someone out there you want to network with. Do not wait for them to come to you. You go to them. But you got to be grounded so you can stay focused on the goal here. That 5-5, meaning there's change coming in as you become the leader. You're going to be more aggressive, but in a more kind way. Okay? That 5-5 is 10. So this is your soul's purpose. This is your soul's calling, and this is the work that you're here to do. And it's also about your achievements, your success, and recognizing that as you become the leader, this is definitely success. There's a lot of success in this energy for this week for you. So recognize that change brings freedom and also a lot of fun. And after all, you Leos like to have fun. So you need to step in. You need to take the initiative. You need to be the first one to do it. Do not sit back waiting for the other person to take the first step. You must be the one to take the first step. Third card, interesting enough, also in reverse. Communication. Now, this card could very well be related to this card as well, but also could be related to this one too. So it could be a personal communication or business or a little bit of both. What do you need to say? And whatever it is you do need to say, you need to say from high heart. It needs to come out with kindness. It needs to be compassionate. There should be no conditions. It's not about, well, I'm only going to do this if this one does that. We're going to let go of that. 1 and 2 is that 3 energy. You're being independent, you're being the leader, but there is a partner here that you're being a leader towards, so you can both co-create. Communication is key here. And Mercury with Gemini, perfect combination to help you get across what you need to get across in the most compassionate, kind way possible for you Leos. Love that. Love that, love that, love that. All right, we're moving into Virgos, and once I am finished with Virgos, for anyone who's hopping in, I will take a minute to say hello to you. So do not think I'm ignoring. I'm just trying to stay on track with my time, stay focused, because there's a lot of energy going on. So Virgos, you Virgos out there in your 10th house, this is your week. This is your season to be doing the work that you came here to do. Also your soul's work. When I use the word work that you came here to do, it's your actual soul's purpose, meaning your work, your 9 to 5, and also the work that you came here to do with one another, your relationships, your partnerships, your contracts. So the season has been really about you learning to communicate, saying what you need to say to each other, being able to express, using that Gemini season, that communication, and also being a really good listener, learning to listen. Love that part. All right, so interesting cards for Virgos. I keep wanting to say Geminis. So Virgos, all three of your cards are upright position. What we're looking at here is throat, third eye, crown. So the three upper chakras. That's quite interesting for this flow today. So here we have it. So for you Virgos, this is an amazing week. After all, you're in the 10th house energy, which is all about your soul's purpose. Financial abundance. Using this energy, use that strawberry full moon, that fire energy to take action. Financial abundance is right there for you. All you have to do is start visualizing it coming in your door, like literally the door is constantly opening because you have new people walking in. This is your time for financial abundance. If you don't work for yourself and you work for a company, you work for a 9 to 5, this might be a great week where you have a conversation with your boss asking for a raise. Yes, yes, yes. So keep that in mind. There's somebody out there who's getting a raise within this season prior to moving into Cancer season, because it's the last week for Gemini season. So might be a time to have a conversation. 1 and 7 is 8. So this is really about you're letting go of the old salary and you're introducing a new salary. This could also be related to those of you who are entrepreneurs. You might be bringing those new clients in, which is a perfect time because you've been revamping your pricing. So this is the time where you're now going to introduce those new prices so you can transform. Everything is about the third eye though. So you get to create it by you visualizing it, by you focusing on it. Remember that 8 energy is associated with that Pluto retrograde. So Pluto is helping you to destroy what no longer works for you. So this is a perfect opportunity to really let go of that financial mindset that you might have that doesn't attract finances into your life. So start attracting financial abundance. Love the card that's flowing in right next to it, new beginnings. So after all, you're in your 10th house energy. You've had a conversation with your boss maybe, and you're getting a new raise. So there's a new beginning coming in for you guys. It's also, if you're an entrepreneur and you're recreating your whole marketing system, recognize a new beginning. Crown chakra. So this is about serving your soul's purpose. After all, you're in your 10th house and there's a 10 energy right there. Perfect combination. Use that 10, that Capricorn, Pluto energy that we have going on to help you release what no longer serves. So again, perfect time to bring in financial abundance so you start a new beginning. Love that. Third card. Now, while doing all of this, attracting financial abundance and bringing some new things, remember to play. Remember to be playful. Remember to be able to communicate with playfulness. So it doesn't have to be so rough and raw. Playfulness. 1 and 6 is 7. So 7 is about being able to justify in your mind. You don't have to justify it out. You can justify it in your mind and communicate. That Gemini Mercury energy, communicate this week. Communicate in a real playful way. Find a soft way, easy way to have a conversation with your boss and say, hey, it's time for a raise. Or if you're an entrepreneur and those new clients come in, just present them with your prices, have a brochure already, and there you go. Very easy peasy. Do things that are fun this week as well, because that's going to also help you raise your vibration and release whatever resistance or fears you may have regarding the financial abundance so you can really begin that new beginning. Love that, love that. So we got that 7, we got that 8 energy, and as we said, you're in your 10th house and your 10th card is here. So new beginnings are definitely on its way for you Virgos. All right, so before we move into the Libra energy, let's say hello to everyone who's here. So we have Arlene who's here, and I believe Arlene's a Leo. And then we have Tracy who's here. Hello, hello. I don't know if you guys are still here with me, but you did step in to say hi, so I figure I say hi back. Hello, hello. Just taking that second. Just gonna put a little hello in there for both of you. Hello to Arlene. And then also, hello to Tracy. All right. And as I've said before, at this point, I'm going to be moving from Libra right through Pisces. So if anybody else pops in, if I do not say hi, I'm not being rude, I'll say hi at the end. So here we have Libra. You're in your ninth house energy right there associated with that Sagittarius energy, with that full strawberry moon. How are you guys doing? It's also the opposite sign of that Mars Aries energy, which means you might very well be feeling that too. So here we go. Libra, what's in store for you? Libra, it's a fun week. Love it. So Libra, all your cards are upright. We're looking at the high heart and we're looking at the crown. So Libra, we start off with higher education, which is associated with the ninth house. Ninth house is all about spiritual wisdom, traveling. So higher education, does it mean you're traditionally going back to school? Could be, if that's what you want to do. Why not? Or it could just very well mean that you're doing some traveling to really get to like explore and discover things on a much deeper level. And perhaps you might be doing some connecting into some retreats or workshops regarding spiritual awareness, Reiki workshops, acupuncture, anything in that nature. Some healing work is what I'm hearing as well. 3 and 6 is 9. So you are in the process of transforming. Perhaps some of you Libras might have actually graduated. Maybe you just completed school. How fun is that? So you might be really excited. You might be in a space of joyfulness and excitement. Excuse me. So whatever it is that you need to work on letting go, because that ninth house is also about the 9 in numerology, is about letting things go. So using this full moon in Sagittarius to help you do just that. Write out the things you want to let go of and then burn them under the full moon. And use that wisdom. Second card, a rebirth. A rebirth. So after all, that ninth house energy, this is a time where you might be doing a lot of decluttering. So you can begin the traveling and look at the travel. Whether you're traveling where you're packing your bags and going someplace far away, or you're just traveling to a workshop or a different city, whatever it is, but it's going to bring in a rebirth. This full moon's energy is going to help you transform. It's going to bring a lot of concrete answers in. 2 and 1 is 3. So it is associated also with that Mercury Gemini energy. So have a conversation with the full moon. After all, today we have that beautiful moon in the sky. Sit under it and talk to it and gain the insight that you're looking to gain, that spiritual wisdom, so you can step into that rebirth. A brand new chapter is coming in for you as you finish off Gemini season. Love that. And interesting enough, final card is manifestation. So as you sit under the full moon's energy and talk to the moon, ask the moon to help you clear out things you no longer need, you'll begin to manifest. 1 and 9 is 10. So this is a perfect time for a new beginning. It's also a perfect time to step into your purpose, your higher wisdom. After all, that ninth house energy is about traveling, spiritual wisdom, being curious, and letting go of the things that no longer serve so you can start and have a rebirth. You may find that as you move into Cancer season, that you might be moving into a whole new purpose, is what I just heard. This is about the crown chakra. This is about stepping into a higher version of you. So there's an evolution coming in for you, Libras. Love that. Love that. All right. So we have Scorpios. Scorpios, you are in your 8th house, which is where you feel comfortable at. So what are you letting go of? What old things are you finally getting rid of? What are you finally learning about yourself? How are you transforming? And what things are you saying? Are you saying nice things to yourself? Are you setting up new boundaries for yourself? Are you having a healthier relationship with self and others? And you're taking the action. So all that's in store for you guys. And based on your cards, I say it to be true. So all three cards upright, you have the heart, you have the third eye, and you have the crown. So this is definitely a time for a new beginning. After all, you are really learning so much about yourself. You are transforming. You're really learning to come into yourself and communicating in a much kinder way. You're recognizing if you are speaking from ego versus your spiritual wisdom. So you're really tapping into some serious new beginnings. And you're able to really connect on a higher level. You're stepping into your soul's purpose. You really are really getting the understanding of this whole process and the relationships you have with one another. And that's going to lead into some amazing stuff when it comes to your soul's purpose, leading right into our second card, financial abundance. So using this energy, using the rest of the Gemini season to help you visualize in your soul's purpose. What is your soul's purpose? What makes you excited? What makes you want to jump out of bed every single day? That 1 and 7 is associated to exactly where you are right now in your 8th house. So you really are getting rid of things, getting rid of the old ways of what you do, the old ways of thinking about money, and you're really learning to visualize financial abundance. So you're transforming. And I'm going to ask that you can continue to have faith that everything is working for you. You're in the right direction. You're moving right along to where you need to be moving to. You are literally healing the relationship with yourself on a higher level, which is why you're starting a new beginning. So that 11 energy is about that master healer that you are. I love it. I love it. So we have 10 and we have 11. Perfect, perfect combination. And you guys are in your 8th house energy. So this is a major transformation for you this week. So please use those 3 planets in their ruler signs. Please use this full moon to help you let go and continue to communicate with yourself on the most highest level possible. Communicate with those relationships that you need to communicate, and just know that there's a new beginning on its way, and financial abundance is definitely right behind that door. All you gotta do is open it. All right, Sagittarius. So those of you who have Sagittarius, whether you have Sagittarius in your moon, sun, or rising, especially that moon, because we're in Sagittarius right now, the opposite of Gemini, and any of your other planets that might have Sagittarius in it, there's a lot going on there. This is a perfect opportunity for you to be fired up and ready to let go. Remember, full moons are all about releasing. So whatever no longer serves you, this is the time to let it go. And use this energy of those 3 planets in their ruling signs to help you set the boundaries, take action, and communicate with kindness. So let's see what's in store for you, Sag. You might want to sit under the moon tonight to do some reflecting. Take some time to just be with yourself, recognizing that that's important. And I'm loving the cards that are showing up to confirm this. All right, so you Sag, you have 1 card's in reverse, 2 of them in the root chakra. Let's see what we got going. So first card, karmic completion. So with this full moon right in your sign, this is definitely a time for you to complete a cycle. We've just completed a 12-year cycle regarding Jupiter's energy. So this full moon might be very much attached with that. So use this energy, get grounded, get outside into nature. However, which way you find yourself being able to ground your energy, whether it's getting out into nature, getting into water, being in a creative state, whatever it is, or just being quiet, this is a great time. Recognize that 1 energy is about a new beginning. So this full moon, because it's in your sign, it's your first house energy, it's really going to help you move things out so you can have a completion. Have a completion. But the card's in reverse, so there might be some things that you're trying to hold on to and you're not quite ready to let go of. But it's time to. After leading into our second card, which is all about self-love. This is a great day for self-love. Rather than looking for love from everybody else, love on you today. Love on you. Do your soul's work. That 7 and 3 is about your soul's purpose. Do that soul's work of loving on yourself. The more you love on yourself, the more you're going to be open to receiving love from others. Love that. Also the root chakra, so very important to focus on loving you. Third card, domestic harmony. As you work on loving yourself and really being in that space to find that balance of loving you more and not being so concerned about other people loving you, you're going to bring more domestic harmony into your household and also into your body as well. When we think about domestic harmony, it's the family that you have, but also the family you have with yourself. Communication is key. Learning to speak kindly to yourself. Learning to balance that energy between needing love from outside and loving on you. 22 is a master number. This is what you are building this week. Your focus is to build on self-love so you can complete a karmic cycle. Get grounded. Use this amazing energy, this full moon energy in your sign to really stand in your own power and build that foundation to bring more harmony in your home and your body. Love that for Sagittarius. All right, moving into our Capricorns. Capricorns, you are in your 6th house energy, which is all about scheduling time for you. Health, fitness, wellness, being at home, taking care of family, taking care of your body, mind, and spirit. And remembering that Pluto in Capricorn is in retrograde. So there's a lot going on for you guys in regards to dismantling what no longer serves you. Let's see how these 3 planets and their ruling signs and this full moon can help you out. Love that one. Love that one. Interesting set of cards. So Capricorns, one card in reverse, we're looking at the solar plex, high heart, and the crown. First card is new beginnings. In the number 10, which is right associated with your sign, 10th house energy, also associated with Capricorn. When we think about the work that you're here to do, how you achieve, and recognizing that, seeing that, recognizing the success, your success that you have accomplished, and recognizing that new beginning that is about to take place, being that Pluto is literally destroying what no longer serves you. And using this amazing energy to recognize this right now. So step into your crown and see yourself as the best version of you. You are no longer that version of who you were, let's say, 12 years ago. You are totally different, which is why you have a new beginning coming in. And you are healing. You are healing that relationship with self and others as well. Interesting on that card. Love it. Second card. Communication, which is also a key to your healing. You're learning to communicate better. You're learning to communicate with yourself, and you're really communicating from your high heart of compassion. And you're learning that you're not setting up any kind of conditions. You're going to just accept it for what it is and allow yourself just to express with kindness, love, and seeing that other person with that as well. Communication, listening with kindness and love too, goes a long, long way. That 3 is associated with that Mercury, Gemini energy, which is where we are. So continue doing the healing work that you are doing this week because there's a new beginning that's going to come out of that. Love that. Third card, in reverse. It's about the old soul. So this is about you as the old version of you. Recognizing and sitting maybe under this full moon's energy and recognizing everything you have learned about yourself. And how you are this totally different version of you, and you're a new version of you, which is why you have this new beginning and your soul's purpose that's taking place. You have done a lot of completing, which is why there's so much new coming in. That 8 energy, which is associated with that Scorpio house, which is that connection with Pluto, which is where Pluto is right now in your sign, so perfectly aligned with that old soul. So this is a time to reflect. Why the cards in reverse? A time to reflect on everything you've learned about yourself and this new version of who you are becoming, because there is a new version and lots of different ways of communicating. So you really want to start trusting, and you want to allow yourself to have boundaries. You want to allow yourself to feel respected. You want to be in that space of abundance as well, and trusting your intuition and trusting that you're a new version of yourself. Love that for Capricorns. All right. Moving into our Aquarius. Aquarius, you're in the 5th house energy. So there's some changes coming in for you guys. Some changes. And after all, Saturn is in retrograde in Aquarius right now. So you're going to be experiencing some changes in your structure. Lots of changes in the structure. What used to be will no longer be. Pay attention to that. Communication may look different. Pay attention. Interesting cards. All right, so Aquarius, for you guys, you have 2 cards in reverse, 1 upright. Let's start right off with the heart chakra. So you Aquarius out there, all Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, if you have Aquarius in any of your planets, this is your day to redeem a 15-minute complimentary Reiki treatment. Please do so by emailing healingwithin76@gmail.com. And again, this is anyone that has Aquarius in any of their planets, specifically Sun, Moon, Rising, and any of the 3 major ones, which is Venus, Mercury, and Mars. So if you have Aquarius in any of those planets, go ahead and redeem a 15-minute complimentary session. You do have 24 hours to redeem this. Otherwise, this is no longer valid. So 24 hours for you Aquariuses out there to redeem. Heart chakra, recognize the zeros are about potential and choices. There is always more than one way of doing something, and when you can clear the energy in your heart, you may be able to feel lighter and see it as that. So Reiki session is extremely important to release the energies, to get the channels to work better. Second card is also reverse. It's about spiritual career. Spiritual career. So as I said, there's change coming in. So you may be changing. You may be changing out of your 9-to-5 job and moving into something that better serves you. That's 7-7. The 7 energy is about reflecting, is about justifying and finding that balance within. 7 and 7 is 14, which is 5, associated with where you are right now. So use this full moon to sit under the full moon's energy. Tap into that healing work that you need to do. Communicate with the full moon so you can really find the freedom you're looking to find, so you can be more courageous to make the changes you need to make. And as you do this work, this week, know success is definitely behind the door. But you have to do the work. You have to work on that Reiki work to clear out that energy. You have to be willing to communicate to the full moon. Let the full moon help you to release what no longer serves regarding your career. And success is right there. That 8 energy is really about letting go of something so you can transform, trusting this energy, trusting that all the planets, Venus and Taurus, Mars and Aries, and Mercury in Gemini are helping you out this week. But you must be willing to do the work so you can get to that success. That is Aquarius energy. And remember, Aquarius, redeem your 15-minute complimentary Reiki treatment. You have 24 hours to do so. If you're watching on the Facebook page, go ahead and message me. Do not put in the comments that you want to redeem it, but message me. It's an easy way, so I don't have to go back and look for you. If you're watching from my business page, go ahead and message me or email healingwithin76@gmail.com. Same goes for those who are watching from YouTube. All right, we're moving into the very last sign, which is Pisces, and I'm just about a little less than a minute away from being done. Pisces, you guys are in your 4th house energy, so this is really about your home. This is about family. This is about your body. This is about nurturing that 4th house energy. So let's see how this full moon and these 3 planets in its home signs are going to help you. Doing too much talking. All right, let's see what we got going on for you guys. Love it. Cards are looking fabulous. All right, Pisces. Woo, what a week for you. Remember, this is the last week right through the 19th of Gemini season. So for you Pisces out there, family, home, healing, nurturing is important. First card, balance. Balance. You want to balance out that energy between work and home. You want to make sure you're nurturing your body, mind, and spirit as well. High heart. So compassion for yourself. Do not feel that if you're resting more, that you should feel guilty about it, because that's the balance there. 7 and 6 is 13, which is 4, which is associated with where you are right now. This is really about balancing your mind, body, and spirit this week, and getting under that new moon, that full moon's energy to help you with this. Let go of what does not serve you anymore. Loving the second card, manifestation. This is a great week to manifest. So whatever it is you're looking to manifest, whatever it is you want to bring in to bring more balance into your life, write it down. This is associated with your soul's purpose, that 10 energy, your soul's purpose, whether you're a healer, a nurturer, whatever it is, this is your soul's purpose. You have the ability to manifest your deepest desires. Be in that space. Use your crown, use your higher power to help you manifest your desires. Love that. Third card, career change. So yeah, this could be a week where that full moon helps you shift careers. Maybe your career is going to look different. Maybe you're going to have a totally different career, whatever it is, but you get to visualize that. After all, you are manifesting and you want balance. You want balance where it's more balance between work and home. You don't want to do one more than the other. You want balance. So that 7 energy is about allowing yourself to sit quietly during this full moon, this strawberry full moon, and allowing these 3 planets in their home to really help you set those boundaries and realign everything so you can communicate exactly what it is you want. The more detail, the better you're going to manifest to bring in the balance. That 7 energy is meditation, associated with just allowing yourself to sit quietly and bring in that balance and justifying it as well, being really detailed to what it is. So there very well may be a career change. You may be changing the way you do your career as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be a complete change, but the way you're changing your career is what I just heard. So that's for Pisces in your 4th house. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Just want to say hello to anyone else who's popped in. So we have Eve here. Hello, hello. And anyone who's popping in, remember that today what I've done was I did a 3-card reading for each zodiac sign. And we were focused on this full moon, strawberry full moon in Sagittarius. We have 3 planets that are in their ruling signs. Those planets are Venus and Taurus. What house is it on your chart? What zodiac sign is it on your chart? We have Mars in Aries, and we also have Mercury in Gemini as of yesterday. Take a peek at your personal natal chart and find out what zodiac sign it is on your chart and what house it's in, because then it's going to give you a theme to what this energy is going to help you with. The 3 cards for today, you can also look at all the other planets. If any of those zodiac signs are associated, read it for that too. Why not? I would love to know how this landed with you. Remember, this next 9th and 19th is the last day of Gemini season. We will be moving into Cancer. I'm looking forward to sharing some insight about that. Enjoy this full moon, whatever your rituals are. We'd love to hear about that too. If you have questions, comments, whatever it is, email them at healingwithin76@gmail.com. Whatever service that you need to know more about, email me and I'll be more than happy to share. All that being said, have yourself an awesome rest of the night. And remember, for you Aquariuses, if you have the moon, sun, or rising, or any of those 3 major planets that are in their ruling signs right now, you can go ahead and redeem a 15-minute complimentary Reiki treatment from me, virtually speaking. You must do that within the next 24 hours to redeem. Otherwise, it's no longer valid. All right, guys. Many blessings. Thank you so much for being with me. Until next time.